In an exclusive interview with me, the Chancellor Rachel Reeves explained how she plans to help first-time buyers borrow more for mortgages and why she thinks building 1.5 million new homes is going to boost home ownership. So how do her plans stack up?
We're committed to build 1.5 million homes in this Parliament because I think the big reason for that difference now compared to 20 and a bit years ago when I bought my first flat is that we just haven't been building the number of houses we need to build, and demand and supply have always got to match. We are really determined to turn this around.
Labour have come into power at a time when there are fewer first-time buyers than there were in the 90s or the early noughties. It's true that building more homes is one way to help, but there are serious doubts amongst experts about whether Labour can build 1.5 million new homes. We have not built that many homes since the years after the Second World War. This graph shows that Labour are really up against it when it comes to house building. We are still not building as many new homes as we were before the pandemic. So if Labour want to build 1.5 million new homes by 2029, they're going to really have to ramp up the numbers. In fairness to this government, this week they did get the major planning and infrastructure bill through Parliament. I asked the Chancellor whether it's not a little bit of a contradiction to be talking about helping young adults into home ownership when in her budget she froze tax and student loan repayment thresholds, which means more young people will be paying more tax in years to come.
But what I did do in the budget a couple of weeks ago was increase the fiscal headroom that the government has, more than doubled that, which means that when further disruption and shocks come our way, whether that is higher trade barriers or conflicts and supply chain disruptions around the world, we now, because I've rebuilt that fiscal headroom, means that we're better able to withstand those sorts of shocks, which will hopefully mean further changes to taxes are less necessary. But the world is incredibly volatile at the moment. The best thing we can do to help people get on the housing ladder is to ensure that interest rates stay low, continue to come down, so that more young people, more families can get on the housing ladder.
Rachel Reeves couldn't rule out more tax changes in the future, but she said she hopes the economy will be more stable because the tax changes she did bring in have gained her £22 billion of extra money to play with without getting into too much debt or spending too much.
The Chancellor has faced major criticism for her tax changes, which will